All right, everyone. So tonight was the September 17th episode of Friday Night Smackdown. And to describe this episode of Friday Night Smackdown in any way, shape, or form, I thought this episode of Smackdown was solid, to say the least. It wasn't a bad show. It wasn't a bad show, but it wasn't as obviously it wasn't as great as the MSG show. I think that we can all agree that the MSG show last week was the best episode of SmackDown of the year so far, and how just heavily loaded that show was. But as far as tonight goes, tonight was solid, wasn't bad, but it wasn't like the greatest episode of SmackDown. So tonight we kick things off with the Bloodline, the head of the table, the Universal Champion, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, and the Usos come out. And Roman Reigns, he calls out Knoxville, Tennessee to acknowledge him. Heyman praises Reigns on the mic, says that the Tribal Chief fears no man, no beast, no demon, but they all fear Roman Reigns. After all this stuff goes on, we see the shocking appearance from the new WWE Champion Big E. Big E comes out. He raises his title. Reigns raises his title, getting a little teaser for their match at Survivor Series this year. And then Bellaire comes out, and then this leads to a random but pretty good tag team match play-up between the Usos and Finn Balor and Big E. And they even stated that this was a non-title championship contenders match, so it was non-title. I still don't get why it was a championship contenders match when the Street Profits already have a shot at the title, and Big E's the WWE champ now. He's on Raw. Balor's on SmackDown. It really wouldn't make sense for them to, I don't know. As great as a tag team match this was, and Big E hits his finisher in the end, Balor hits his finisher in the end. They both get the W here. This is kind of strange booking. And it was announced later on in the shows, we saw Big E get attacked by the Usos, that Roman Reigns and the Usos will be on Raw this Monday night to take on the New Day in a 6-man tag team match player. Now, don't get me wrong. The tag team match going to be dope. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait to see it. I can't wait to enjoy it. It's going to be some fun. But the thing that I have with this, the little issue, nitpick I have with this, I feel like that this is the wrong time to do this. I feel like that if you would have done this around Survivor Series, it would have been way better. Why do this now? Survivor Series is in November. We haven't even gotten to Extreme Rules yet. We why start now? You know what I mean? But despite that, the 6-man tag team match is gonna be really great on Raw. Can't wait to check that out. So we see Rick Boogs versus Robert Roode. Nothing special about this match, man. Rick basically squashes Roode in like a few minutes. Rick Boogs hits the pump handle power slam in the ring, and he gets the win. And they're celebrating Nakamura, Rick Boogs, and even Pat McAfee. But then we see Commander Aziz comes out. He's attacking, and him and Apollo, they're attacking both Nakamura and Boogs. And Apollo's like, I want my title shot. So we get that. And it is announced that, Nakamura and Apollo will face off next week on SmackDown. Now, we see Corbin coming out. We see Happy Corbin coming out. He's getting ready for his match with Owens. Owens cuts a little promo. He's just tired. He's tired of Corbin, and he just says that tonight we'll see Happy Owens. And we're going to see that, but Corbin attacks him. So, yeah. That was that. Corbin attacks Owens, so that was that. But we see a promo from Seth Rollins, and granted, this promo was really long. It was a really good promo from Rollins. Rollins was just like, "I told you so." Like, you people are so delusional. You people are booing me. Like, you people are ridiculous and stuff like that. But Rollins says that I'm not done with Edge. I heard on NXT that, his wife, Beth Phoenix, said that he was recovering at home. Well, guess what, Edge? How do I know you're physically capable of getting back in the ring? Are you emotionally capable of getting back in the ring? So here's what we do, Edge. This ends, you and me, basically 2 wins apart. I got a win, you have a win. This ends now. we have to face off. This would have been a perfect time to bring back Hell in a Cell, in my opinion. But we're going to get Edge versus Rollins 3. And to be honest with you, at this point, some will be like, oh, we've already seen the match. We don't need it. I have no problem with it. I've enjoyed the Edge and Seth Rollins feud all around. The feud has just been perfectly booked well. I have no problems with it all around. So we get another tag team match play as Lena, Vega, and Carmella taking on Toni Storm and Liv Morgan. Now, let me make this disclaimer. This match was supposed to take place on MSG last week. Obviously, a lot of people in the wrestling community was not happy when this match was cut. But of course, due to time constraints, this matchup was cut. And this match didn't last long, you know. Liv hits Carmella. Carmella goes flying in the corner. She's like, oh my God, my nose is broken. And Liv and Toni Storm get the win here. So Liv's like, hey, you and me, Extreme Rules. And they even said that this will be Liv's first pay-per-view match ever. So who knows? It's probably going to be on the kickoff show. I mean, Extreme Rules, we'll get to Extreme Rules because, but yeah. All right, so after that, man, we get a promo with Finn Balor, man. He's just talking about that the demon, you will see the demon. Roman, you will see the demon at Extreme Rules. And he transforms into demon. I thought that was pretty cool. Dominic Mysterio versus Sami Zayn. Sami gets the win here. I mean, these guys have fought already. Sami gets the win here. And, he calls out Ray. So it seems like it's going to be Sami versus Ray next. So that should be pretty cool. That should be fun. Next, we get the big main event segment of the night. We see Bianca Belaire's homecoming celebration. We see the mayor of Knox County, Kane, makes his little appearance tonight on SmackDown. Bianca's like, I'm happy to be here in front of my family. Her family was actually there, so that was cool to see. Bianca got a really great reaction, but of course, who comes to spoil the party while Bianca is getting the king to the city, the key to the city, my apology, folks. Becky Lynch, the SmackDown Live Women's Champion. Becky's like, oh, I've never been to a homecoming before. But hey, tonight's your night. I'll see you at Extreme Rules. I'm going to beat you at Extreme Rules. And they shake hands. Bianca doesn't let go. Bianca's trying to put her in the KOD, but Becky hits the rock bottom and she leaves. So that was that segment. Pretty good segment. Great to see Bianca get a great reaction. Obviously, you could just tell Bianca's over. Again, man, as far as tonight goes with SmackDown, I thought this was an average show. It wasn't a bad show. But it wasn't like an all-time great SmackDown show, honestly. So, yeah. So, anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. If you made it this far in the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, go check out my AEW Grand Slam predictions. It was my last video. Go check it out. And also, like, subscribe, comment. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling, and so on. Yeah.